Hi guys, this is something new that I'm trying, and just give me one sec. I need to configure this. Yes, I'm in. And yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit of what happened in yesterday's IPL match. And it was a really good match. I would say it was total domination from RCB side, which was something new. I didn't really think of that in my ear because now I think they have a really good chance at winning. But if we have to start from the start, I think the bowling was opened by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and I think he was bowling a really good line and length, and he was, bowling it close to the body and just outside around the off stump, and that's how he got his wicket as well. But I think it was a really good presentation of good swing bowling by Dayal and Bhuvi. The field setting overall in the first 2 overs by RCB was, I think, was impeccable, and that almost saved by Livingston and the almost catch proves that they really had them under their control. And as I was seeing the innings, I saw Prab Simran still doing his thing, which was something I never thought like because growing up and seeing him throughout the years, I never thought he's gonna be the total aggressor. I thought he was a more controlled person. Even in the season, it was Priyansh Arya who was taking the major load of the hitting, and Prab Simran was the secondary to that. It's wrong saying secondary, but yeah, and but it was good seeing Prab Singh being the aggressor of the chase, and that those are like very good signs for Punjab. I think the risk-taking approach by Prab Singh was something to admire, and but the same approach also led him going down against this swinger Bhuvi. I think the ball that was bowled, it was a really calculated ball because it was a shorter delivery swinging outside, and to be very honest, it was a thing of beauty by Bhuvi. And one thing that I already mentioned by now is that RCB were really teasing the off stump of the batsman. And even when Josh Hazel would come and when the Marcus Stoinis had come, you could see in the earlier deliveries in the first 6 overs that they were just trying to make them play in the offside direction, but they were hitting it back of the length. So it was making it really hard because Stoinis is known to be a brute kind of guy. He likes to hit the ball hard, and I could see a lot of edges going down. And this is something that you would see in a very good over by Kyle Jamieson in the second innings as well from Punjab. But being close to the body, being close to the off stump, and it was a consistent line bowling. And Josh Hazelwood took the wicket of Shreyas, but that was one of the wickets where I thought Shreyas just gave it away. It was almost a nothing shot. He's one of my favorite players. It's for me to say that. But yeah, and I think one of the other wickets that I thought was really good was the first one, which was Yash Dayal bowling, just like doing proper swing bowling and taking Priyansh Arya out for a simple catch. So I think it was, and one of the key bowlers I did not expect that to have that kind of impact was Surya Sharma. And for the audience that doesn't know who Surya Sharma is a Delhi bowler, and he was picked up by my favorite team, Kolkata. And then those fuckers just let him go for no reason, and that kind of hurt, of course. But yeah, once I was seeing that, and the ball, I think the wicket of Stoinis was one of the big wickets that I thought, wow, that's the kind of bowler he is. And that kind of reminded me a bit Rashid Khan. Still pitches the ball a little bit forward compared to him, a fuller ball. But yeah, that thing was just amazing. It was really good seeing that because Suyash Sharma was one of the rookie picks, I would say. And RC put faith in him. A lot of people might not know this, but RCB, so he had a hernia operation, and to come back from that, to come back from a major operation, he had got done in the UK, and RCB support staff helped him, and they've invested him, and I hope he becomes a good bowler who can bowl around the Chinnaswamy because you need a good leg spin bowler. He's not technically a leg spin bowler, but yeah, I mean googlies and all of that included. But Suyash did his magic job with the 3 wickets that he took, and I think those were wonderful wickets. Nothing to take away from that, and quality bowler. But when the second inning started, I'll just put up my stats here. And the one of the things that I was really surprised before we go on to second innings was that RCB had total control over. So I could see Priyansh Arya, even Prabh Simran trying to boundaries, and ball was just landing, where the fielder is. And you reverse that in the second innings. There was no good consistent bowling from maybe Arshdeep or Kyle Jameson, being the frontline swing bowlers, and him being a tall bowler, definitely had a chance with the first over of Kyle Jameson, which I'll talk about a bit later. But I'll just give me 1 second. Yeah, the highest scorer I was seeing is Marcus Stoinis, and for Punjab not having Yuzi Chahal on that track was a major miss. I know he's out with a wrist injury and all, but I think that's a major miss. But going to if I switch to RCB innings, and when I see RCB's inning, I see Phil Salt, Virat Kohli, Mayank Agrawal, Rajat Patidar. Like, the me was one of you know may not never pan out because they left a lot of old decisions, leaving Siraj out. Siraj is doing wonderfully in one of the most dot balls in the tournament as well. This firepower in Romario Shepherd. They keep pairing a team less of Delhi, let's say to RCB. You would see a lot of similarities. Both go down the order, and as you go down the order in Delhi Capitals lineup, you'll see there is less and less experience. But if you see in let's say RCB, you've got Phil Salt and Virat Kohli, Phil Salt experience, even playing for England. And then you got the evergreen Virat Kohli, and then you have Mayank Agrawal, Rajat Patidar, and Jitesh Sharma is still new, but he's had that taste with Punjab cricket. And then you got Romario Shepherd, Krunal Pandya, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar can even hit an odd ball for six. But I think that tells you a lot why RCB are in the finals, and I'm really happy for them. But on the other side, if we look at Punjab, and Punjab's innings was a bit off. Bit off would be wrong word to say, but just give me 1 sec. Yeah. So if I'm looking at Punjab's bowling, there is no standout because if I'm seeing here, just give me 1 second. Yeah, they don't have any proper spin bowling. Harpreet Brar is an option, but would you consider him a bowling all rounder or a batting all rounder? That's one of the major questions because you're batting deep, and I get that. But why not send a Kyle Jameson up forward, and maybe because you're already losing so many wickets, why not send a tall guy like a Marco Jansen ahead of Kyle Jameson because Marco Jansen has, I think, in one of this T20 series where India had gone to South Africa, he was just smashing the bowlers, and if you can smash Indian bowlers, I think you have a good chance against RCB's bowling lineup, and that was one of the things I felt like they missed the trick there because. To be very honest, they only had 101 runs, but the pitch wasn't something like a 180 or 190 or 200. It was a 150, 160 oddish pitch. And you've had the last five scores, if I remember. The highest of the last five scores were 160. And if you were anywhere around that mark, you would have had a lot of hope, a lot of hope. So yeah, I think Punjab missed a lot of tricks, but I think my favorite Shreyas Iyer missed the trick with that shot because that was probably a nothing shot. And but again, I still kind of back Punjab to win in the second qualifier, and I think they're gonna be against. I wish it's Gujarat because Gujarat has that potent opening partnership, but You have where in a side where you have Rohit Sharma, you have Surya Kumar Yadav, you have all of these greats. It's really hard to just figure out who might just come over top. That's my review, and thank you for listening.